What? What? Silly butt. Let's go see what we're doing. Go see what we're doing. Golly. Got everything connected. They're all turned off, so none of these bus bars are live, but they're all connected. I did turn each one on individually to make sure they were working, and apparently they're working. I flipped this bus bar, so we're drawing negative from down there and positive from up here, and there's a theory that that would actually allow these batteries to draw, you know, synchronously. And it's been a long day, and this stuff is so heavy. I thought, well, I'll just throw up this box, and honestly, I don't want to put it underneath the auto transformer. I think that'd be stupid. It's too low. I think I'm gonna have to put it over on this section, so I've got to go get another piece of plywood, cut it, and stick it up. I threw this bad boy in here, and it's being powered by none other than that monstrosity out there. All the power I need to run that little thing, because it's fairly efficient. And there's only 300 watts here, but man, I've got a big bank of batteries underneath that thing, so it should last a while. Would you look at that? Would you look at that? Pain in the butt, but it's done. Now I can put my AC combiner box right there and allow me to go from it to everywhere else. I had to go on a dang scavenger hunt to find all the stuff I needed for this job, but one of these days I will have everything organized. It took me a while, but I finally got this first one wired in, and the main reason is because I'm using this oil resistant, gas resistant type THHN. It's stiff. So, which I don't mind, because I'm not rolling this thing around like some of these guys you see on YouTube. They got this thing on rollers. This is staying put. Yeah, so I got one wired up and realized that I didn't have enough of these cable ends like a moron. I don't know what I was thinking. I guess I was thinking maybe I was going to run both of these off of one set of lines, but honestly, you got to have two equal length sets of wires that are going to go to each grow watt. You know, I don't have any output connected yet, but let's just see what this does. Huh, no faults, no charge, no inverter, 52.6 volts right now. It's working. I do have the auto transformer connected, and I do have this box connected. I just need an output. I want to see if it's working like it's supposed to. So let's turn this on. So yeah, there now we're gonna be inverting as soon as the little house shows up. There it is. Turn this main breaker on, which is our input. That will turn on this bus bar, and then these two turn on the auto transformer. Should have 110 volts here. Look at that, 114.5. This breaker right here, this one here is crappity crap. I need to put something in this spot because that one's not any good. But these 230s, of course that breaker's fairly new. So there we go, it's working. I need a mount for this. This uses a rail mount system, so I'm gonna have to buy a rail. There's 600 amps that could possibly go into this, right? Yeah, 117 amps. So the input of the battery is not supposed to be that high. So I will put those in line on the negative side when I put this other one in, because I've got to cut it, mount it, and then I also have a breaker system for the auto transformer. I got my light switch, a light plug, only for lights. Same here, planning on putting LEDs in. I have a plug down here so I can run an AC if I need to. One directly across, just in case I put an AC in over there or whatever. Same thing here. And then I have an extra one here in the center and one that's next to this window. And the reason I did that is because I'm going to be set up over here doing pottery, and I just don't see a point in having really any more than I have, unless I need to drop one down and just mount it on the surface, which may happen because there's a chance I'll need one there. Oh, little fatso. My dogs are getting so fat, except Chase. Chase likes to say fit, don't you? And Ellie, she can eat anything and never gain too much weight. So, yeah. We're back at it again. Day 1500 on this. I got plug in, plug, all running to the breaker for this building set up. And as you can see, updated the wiring on the inverters. For sure I'm going to need a much larger wire to operate the home. I wanted to make sure I just got all that done. And then I don't know what I didn't have last time, but I've got these two breakers in now for the battery bank. Also paralleled both of these inverters, and fortunately they were already set up where all I had to do is plug everything in, turn them on, and they automatically show this is the master and this is the slave. Obviously updated the wiring for the neutral auto transformer. I've got it wired up now. I'm fixing to get out there and start putting the solar panels in. Well, it took a lot longer than I thought it was going to take. I got all the band-aids on. About time for a storm to show up. What? What'd you say? You too hot? Huh? Black dogs matter? Okay, lay down. You can tell she's been in the water. It takes a bath every day. I started to pick up the material I needed to make some brackets, and it was lightning so bad I didn't want to carry it. Look at that mess. Not to mention I had to use these. I normally don't use them, but man, that was loud. I'll tell you why I look like an Amish guy. The biggest problem is I've got these jeans, right? And these jeans are the same jeans I've always bought. And for some reason, this brand that starts with the D decided that they wanted to make jeans that don't actually allow you to put a belt on and shrink up around your waist. These things flare out around your waist. So yeah, I have to wear these or I'm constantly fighting this. And it's the only pair of jeans I have that are made like this, and I promise I won't buy any more. That being said, then I bought this $19.99 cooling hat, which actually works. I'm pretty happy with it. The only problem is that you can't adjust this brim. So here it is. This is the Amish version of me, and there's not a whole lot I can do about it. But you're not here to watch me anyway. You're here to watch this stuff. And if you'll look, I have 6 panels wired up, ready to go. I'm just about ready to put it onto the first inverter. I can add another 6. I would just have to parallel it with this. These are all in series, which makes the voltage go up and keeps the amperage down. And basically the inverter charger will maximize that voltage and turn that into whatever amperage you need to charge the battery. So it's a perfect test. These aren't permanently down, but they're down well enough that I don't think they're going to blow off the roof. It's a real pain in the butt. The software is old. I had to dig around the internet to find the right software to connect to the grow watt inverter. But now that I did, I have software. It's actually communicating with it. I never could get the BMS communication software to work. I think it's a PC issue, but I'm not sure. Well, it rained again. So unusual. Got one drop of rain. Are you going with me? You know you're on the wrong vehicle, right? Is that right, Ellie? He's on the wrong vehicle. I'm just gonna go to sleep with that. Uh-oh, here comes somebody. It's Hazel Schnott. Okay. Okay, Hazel Schnott. I finally just decided I need to go ahead and finish this, because as I started looking at all the crap I've got to bring in here and set up, especially in my little work area here, yeah, I'm going to need to move it back out again if I'm going to do the wall. And I went ahead and put some lights in. They were on sale, so I got a good deal on these. So I ran out of insulation. I miscalculated. This is my solution. That's right. Everybody's going to think I'm crazy, but hey, everything in here is basically insulation. That's what I did. And I can tell you right now, it's hot in here. What's the plan today, Chase? Huh? Here you go. Ta-da! That's right. Got some walls up. I might do this section here. I might not. I'm not sure. I need to do it, but at the same time, I don't really want to. The plan is to finish this whole thing, and I'm being lazy, so I'll probably finish it today. I'm just exhausted. And the other plan is to go ahead and clean this up and tape it. What I want to do is hang up this painting all across here, because I think it'll be cool, and make that a permanent fixture in here, because I'm trying to protect the walls a little bit, but at the same time I like the idea of having that up, because it was just going to get thrown away and my daughter painted it. Eventually it'd be cool to have this part up here too, but I got to come up with something else for the top. You were right. I should go ahead and do this. I just left this one spot open so I can make sure I can, bring electrical in if I need to. Now the big stuff will probably go out, up and out, but I'm talking about like solar panels and things like that. So I got all of this put up. This is some of the crappiest sheetrock I've ever used. And I'm going to go ahead and tape it, but I'm not going to bed it. I don't care what you say. I'm not bedding it. Taping is good enough. What's going on, Chase? Huh? Did you get enough breakfast? You did? Okay. Would you look at that? I never claimed to be a sheetrock guy, or drywall, but I can get by a little bit. You got me. Why would I do all of this work just to leave this nasty floor? Well, don't worry. I'm going to do it. I'm going to paint it. We had a gallon of semi-dark paint. I'm just going to go ahead and at least put one coat, because you're right. I could not stand coming in here with all this nice work done and hopefully having some pretty cool stuff up on the walls with this nasty looking floor. So let's get after it. But I don't want to hear it from you again, okay? This is it. I'm not planning on doing anything else. So no more suggestions. Here it is. I'm probably going to have to roll it again. But I put that on really thick. That's almost a whole gallon. Because I figured it was going to soak in and it needs a lot of paint on it. You know what? I think I'm pretty happy with this. One good coat was enough, but I laid it down thick. We just got to let this all finish drying. It's a little cooped up in here. That's why I want to keep the dogs out. They sometimes think they need to come in here. Time to put all this stuff back up. Start working on the walls. That's all I want to do is knock down the ridges. Most likely I'm not going to have to paint most of it. There's my wallpaper. My daughter was, I think she was 16 maybe. Maybe not that old. I can't remember when she did this. Down here it says 2015. Yeah, she was 16 I think when she made this, and it's a lot taller. It's another probably 6 foot taller, so I just try to get the best of it in here. So this is it. I'm pretty happy with it. I like it. It's nice and artsy for what I'm doing. Put this in because I'm pretty messy when I'm throwing stuff, so I have my own little area that I can sit and, you know, throw pottery and not worry too much about it just going all over the place. I'm not that messy, but I tend to get stuff on the walls, and over time it looks really bad. So I figured might as well put something up. I'm trying to get all this stuff in so I'll know like what else I need to actually paint. Right now this is the way it's gonna look. We're gonna try to put a lean-to top on the other side of this building and add another 1500 watts or so. The idea is to come out about 9 feet, put these two beams at the end and build a frame. I'm not going to put much in here. I'm thinking that little toy truck over there, maybe the golf cart could go in here and get it out of the way because it's ugly over there. Still dug that a little too deep. I was trying not to, but yeah, it looks like that's about where it should be. Got my materials. I've got to go pick up the aluminum, but this will be the frame. And check this out. I don't know if you've ever seen it. A black grasshopper. We got a bunch of these out here for some reason. This is what happens when you feed the horse out of a cardboard box. I screwed up. I don't know what I was thinking, but I'm about 5 inches off with this, so I've got to pull this up and scoot it over. I'm such a genius. I replaced it. I put it in the right distance this way, but I was reading the wrong side of the the tape, and yeah, it needs to come back this way some, so it's going to be a long day. Okay, after about, I don't know, 4 times of moving this darn thing, I think I finally got it in a good spot. One of those days where it seems like, you know, I take 1 step forward and 3 back. It took the day to do this. Those panels are heavy too. I feel like it's a pretty good configuration. The sun's on this side pointing this way. And so these two strings are going to be the most productive, I think. So I've got 10 more panels that I'm putting over there. The plan is to get these two strings tied in so I can at least start using the system on some bigger stuff, because right now 1500 watts is just was going to run a whole lot. It'd run this building no problem. The good thing is it'll cut off a bill that's been rising, just making me sick. I was afraid the horse was going to get under here and hook on one of these wire, because she'll get under here sometimes. I was a little concerned about that, but I got it all tied up. I'm concerned about the wind catching this. We get really high winds here. We're talking like 60, 70 miles sustained sometimes. So this is like a massive sail. So if I don't take some precautions, I'm pretty sure this will blow away. And then I've got to run a trench across over to the house to connect the house. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with how all this turned out, but I've got to get started on some pottery for the show we've got coming up. I still got a little bit left to do, but look, it's nice. I'm pretty happy with it. Just give me a like, do a little subscription. That helps the channel out.